Hello, my name is Larry Asplund. I just wanted to take a quick moment to make a video and greet you personally here at the beginning of our course at LaGrange College. This is our Summer I term, and we're doing an online version of the course, New Testament Writings in Context. I want to do everything I can to make this a fun and a meaningful learning experience for you. You know, online is a different kind of learning model, but I'm sure all of you are going to do well. I've discovered that a fair number of you are actually students in the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program. I know how hardworking and motivated and disciplined you are. All of you are going to do very, very well in this class. I trust you've had a class online before. Moodle is a little bit of a different kind of environment for you. If you've never done a Moodle class before, when you log on to the LaGrange.learninghouse.com site, you'll have a bunch of student tutorials that are available to you, and I think you'll find them very, very helpful. You know, an online course is different in that you can't think in terms of big assignments due midterm, at the end of the term. Because of the nature of the course, there are weekly assignments, weekly deadlines that must be met. There are not any big assignments beyond that. We try to divide the course content up into equal parts. The only exception to that might be the quiz that you will have at the end of week 3 and at the end of week 6, and I'll be talking to you more about that just a little bit later. So really the key for you is your time management, scheduling the work out, not only weekly, but I would suggest even at key moments during the week. Find times when you have access to a computer kind of uninterrupted. Some of you have kids at home, and that can be more difficult, but I know that you will find that time, even if it's later in the evening, to be able to sit down at your computer and begin to catch up and do some of the work. One of the things I like best about online learning is our ability to form a learning community, literally to get to know one another, in some cases better than we would if we were in a live class, because we potentially have access to each other 24/7 online. You have the opportunity to introduce yourselves in the class water cooler. I want you to be able to use that spot also just to post questions or areas of personal concern for you. And then of course there are going to be weekly discussion boards where you have a chance to discuss key topics as we go through each week and interact with each other. And so all in all, we really have the ability to form a learning community online that will be very, very meaningful. Online learning is not impersonal, a cold, technical context. Think more in terms of kind of a combination of learning along with social media. Now in this class you have a lot of reading, and so I would recommend you take those weekly reading assignments, kind of, you know, carry a book around with you whenever you have a chance, do some reading in your text. Of course you have reading in the New Testament as well, and I know that you will find that not only enjoyable, but you'll find it meaningful and helpful to you. There are going to be 2 exams. I'm still in the process of writing those exams, kind of determining the best way to do it for you given the content of the course. And so I'm going to make sure you're well prepared and that you have an opportunity to do well on those exams as well. Every week I'm going to give you supplementary materials. I'm going to load up materials I have at the beginning of the course that pertain to the course as a whole, and every week, given the learning outcomes for that week, I'm going to provide you with supplementary materials, and I hope some of that will be interesting for you as you take a look at that. None of that is stuff that I'm going to grade you over, but I think it is a material that you will find helpful along the way. My commitment to you is to be able to be available to you fairly often. I check my email often. It's pretty easy to get a hold of me. So if you ever have an issue, a problem, a question, don't hesitate to contact me. As it turns out, although we're online, we'll live pretty close to each other as well. So if there's any way that I can be of service to you, please don't hesitate to ask. In the meantime, enjoy yourself. Get started in the class. I know you're going to learn some good stuff. You'll probably have questions along the way, and you'll have opportunities to discuss very important, relevant issues. So have a wonderful, wonderful class this term.